which come to you in sheep's clothing. And we know the clothing is this truth. So you have Israelite camps saying we're Israel. And some of you calling on the name, right? So they're wolves using this covering, right, to sneer you because they're dealing with like numbers. So the more people they have, the more tights they can get. Right? So some brother want to get married. You know, IOIC is a good camp for that because they're pushing that marriage.
Yeah, because they said, well, oh, this one guy, he has a woman or whatever, and they say, oh, you can't have sex with her.
Done. Man, it's sex before marriage. That's a Christian doctrine, man, because sex is marriage.
That's right.
Yep.
Right?
Because if another man come and lay with that woman, that relationship's over.
Done.
With that guy, it's gonna be over because somebody else came in and corrupted. Some man dig it out and then plant seed there, man.
That's right. And most of the girls
that's like on you know, someone, oh, you got land and you're not using it, and then someone come plant on it and you be like, where the fuck this come from?
Exactly. Different crops.
What? How you plant this? And then you see the guy coming and taking it and you're like, what the fuck's going on here? Absolutely. You know?
And it goes on to say, so Yahusha doesn't leave it as that. He says, comes in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravaging wolves. Right? So you ever see the hungry wolf man?
Oh,
right?
damn. Hungry dog come for your man supper.
You see that? The man give it to you in a different dialect. That's how bad it is.
Hey, you're going to die down here because that wolf head is big this way, and it's usually the matriarch. And then you'll see one, and then 24 of them will come. They're food.
The whole pack.
That's right.
The whole pack.
Yeah, and who wants first dips? Fucking Alpha. Yeah.
Alpha, yeah, he has to.
And he's tearing fucking big fucking chunks out, man.
Back in James, chapter 1, verse 7, it says, For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Everything that you do, right? When you man, I like JOCC, you know, I listen to both of them. You're gonna be wavering, teetering, tottering. You don't know which way to go. So find the truth, and this is the truth, right? And stick with it, man. And when you're seasoned now, then you can't watch those camps. And see, I think that's like a madness. But to go as a young brother, you're gonna be like confused, man. Because like, the world has so much indoctrination and foolish folly, and that you feel like, you know, what we're saying is too harsh, and you know, them guys, I like them, but no, man. It's seasoned first, and then say, you know what? Let me see what I speak is saying. Let me hear this guy saying. You know, this is madness. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, and you know, that's the spirit of discernment. Freely, because you get rooted and you get established, you be able to discern what you're saying, whether it's right or wrong, right? It says here, that was also the point I was also going to bring up. It says, verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You know, it's also about your flesh. Right? Your flesh is going to cause you to be double-minded. But your spirit knows what you should do. So the split up is what I want to do and what I should do in anything that you're doing. And usually, when you first start, at least for me, when I first started, it was always what I should do. Now, what I should do is also what I like to do. You know what I mean? And that's how it works. Exactly.
I got the definition for discern. You kept bringing it up. Perceive or recognize the difference or distinction between two or more things. Also distinguish with the eyes. Distinctly behold, perceive rationally, understand.
Now that's not talking about carnal eyes, but your spiritual eye, because we can't discern without the scriptures, right? Without knowledge, what are you discerning? You can't discern, right? That's why the word reprobate is a man void of understanding, or void of judgment. Yeah. Because he doesn't have the truth. Right?
Separate by sifting. To separate, set apart, divide, distribute.
Which is also what this truth does. Yeah. It sifts. It cleans. It pushes people out that are not meant to be, and keeps people here that are. Right?
Yeah.
Sift, you sift for gold, and you got a sieve and you're sifting.
That's funny. I was supposed to say that.
All what you don't want is gonna fall out, right? And what's left back usually is what you do when you're just gonna sift them. And, this looks good, you know. So most I do the same thing. Call out, many are called, but a few, the chosen is few, right? When you just see, this one good. You know, when you go fishing and cast your net over a fisherman. The Bible speaks about the prophets were fishermen.
From?
Men. Cast your net, you pull it in.
Oh, okay, fine.
You open it up, you
I
might
was
see
just
some
reading the
snail,
definition.
you might see some crab, I want a crab, and you might see the parrotfish, which is a clean fish, you want this one, what you don't, you throw back.
Yes.
The same thing.
You're going back to the world.
Go ahead,
Precept.
Son.
This is Amos 9:9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Yashal among all nations, like his corn is sifted in the sea.
Among all nations. So again, we're scattered abroad, right?
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which shall say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
So in all the nations, there are Israelites. And the Most High is in a wait there right now. So whenever you're in Japan, Nairobi, Czechoslovakia, and you're of the elect, looking like them, you'll be risen up and be sifted out of that nation, right? And come back to your parents, call that name in that language, right? And it doesn't matter what language you speak, you're going to say Yahweh. You speak the dialect, the name you're calling it, Yahweh Shai. Right, so you speak Filipino, whatever that is called, the true name is called, you'll be saying Yahweh Shai. If you speak Spanish, you say Yahweh Shai. If you speak Egyptian, you say Yahweh Shai. Right, because it's the only name. Right? So he's going to sift us out of those nations. You know? Yeah.
Okay, all right. This is Ezekiel 9:4, and Yahweh said on.
Was that the point you had?
That was the only point, but I don't know if you had a.
No, I got more on the James.
Okay.
So James 1:8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree, let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass, he shall pass away. For the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it wherewith the grass.
So Laki had said in 9, right? Let the brother of low degree rejoice, right? Because before honor cometh humility first. So really, you're going to be low when you're in this truth, or especially if you serve the Lord, right? And you're doing, especially big parts in the ministry. Look at your apostles, elders. Look at Yahushai, right? He came on a donkey and a mule. He came in on a low degree, when really he was on a high level, right? So that's a part of it as well.
And you know what? If you look at other people in the society that are on a high level, it should also make you rejoice. Because what's their consolation? It's destruction. Right? They're gonna get missiles.
Somebody's gonna yam their dinner for them. There's somebody crying on them.
It's true, because like, what if this taught you? If it taught you anything, it's taught you that Maybach meant nothing. It taught you to be a CEO meant nothing. Because all those people, a pilot one time was a job that, if you can be it's not a job that everyone wants to be, because it's hard. Now they're grounded. A person who pours coffee is deemed essential.
Hey man, this society's unstable.
Show all them good grades and I'm a so-and-so, I'm this and that. Kara so-and-so, but you always quick whack. The more they say you're always mad, man.
That's right.
It's vain deceit.
That's right.
Want to be anything but a servant of the Lord.
That's right. It says, for the sun is no sooner risen with a burning heat, but it wherewith the grass, and the flower therefore falleth, and the grace of the fashion of it perishes. So also shall the rich man fade away in his ways.
That's right. And these rich men nowadays it was Esau. Right? He's rich. We got our people that acting rich, they're hypocrites, they're not really rich. Esau told them they're rich, right? But they're all gonna be seen as nothing, man. All the things that you gave up to be a so-called member of society, right? It was meant to your demise, right?
Because you had no foundation.
Fun.
You know, you built up a house made of straws, man.
Fun.
Where you basically you never seen it coming because you built up a glass house, man.
That's right. And these missiles on the house and blow them down.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. It says verse 13, let no man